The air conditioning recovery procedure on this 2021 Toyota Venza that I'm performing on. I noticed something a little different on the compressor, because when I get brand new vehicles that are like 2021, like this one, and we'll be coming up on 2022s in a couple months, and since I get to see them right away, a little different on the compressor. So we have a different back plate on here. I guess this is going to be something I'm going to have to look up this compressor, and let's see if I can zero in on the number 00. There we go. There's the part number. So that's what we got to research by going to Denso's factory website and downloading all the information on this compressor to find out what makes it tick, because you always want to know what your parts are going to be before they come into your shop broken down. Do your homework. Alright, so that's something I noticed, and it looks like we still have a high pressure blow off right there. Old fashioned, old school, I guess, in case of emergency. And what else? Can I notice anything else on that? Nothing out of the ordinary I see right there. Alright. So it looks like we have another new compressor. All these new compressors. Now, one thing I noticed 2 years ago, because last year's MACS Max Convention, unfortunately, I think they canceled it. I was gonna go, and then there wasn't gonna be enough show and enough vendors. I decided not to go, and then I think I last heard they canceled, which is unfortunate because it's always something great to go to. But now they have 2 years to prep up and put a lot of training material together for you guys, which I highly recommend you go to next year's Max Convention when it comes out. If you're an automotive trade and you want to know more about air conditioning, the newest stuff, MACS is the place to go. So this will be one of the things you'll see rolling in your shop in about 3 to 4 years. As they start falling out of warranty, customers are not going to want to be paying the dealer prices, going to their general where they take their older cars most likely, and you'll be seeing this in your shop. And you better know it now before it comes in your shop, not last minute, because every manufacturer is going to different compressor vendors and they're picking off the shelf. They have specific compressors. So remember, manufacturers do not make AC compressors. There's only a few manufacturers around the world, and they're like the vendors that the OEMs go to and say, hey, I want a compressor that fits this application. I want a compressor this small. I want a compressor that has this certain output. If it's electric, I want a very high efficiency. They all want high efficiency electric compressors, but they need something durable, because remember, this is going into an automotive field where people are, well, let's say a little not quite educated on how to recharge or take care of their AC, so they're always grabbing the whack-off, jerk-off cans and whacking off a little hose onto the thing and burning out compressors. So they're trying to make them more durable to even resist the punishment of Billy Bob Butt Crack, who's going to splooge a few cans of refrigerant in the system. But they can't be bulletproof, unfortunately. And as a technician, you got to know what's rolling on your shop. And as usual, and as always, I'm always telling everybody, do not try to top off on all these electric compressors. Stop doing it. And usually the electric compressors I've seen burned up coming back into mechanical shops all either came from a body shop within the last, it's usually between 9 to 18 months it was in a body shop, and I usually find them contaminated refrigerant. I find them extremely undercharged or extremely overcharged. Those are the two combinations of electric compressor, all compressor burnouts together. And the history is usually it was just previously in the body shop is number one. Number two, they went into one of the garages who believe in topping off, and they say, oh yeah, they added a can in there. That's my number two compressor burnout when I get called into mechanical shops. And I get the customer to give the old invoices up. I find out where it was, and it's usually down there. They did a top off. That's usually the number two on my compressor burnouts, was the type of shop who tops off are the type of shop who burns out compressors. And they say, oh, I've been doing it for years, I don't see a problem. Yes, because it doesn't happen right away unless you grotesquely do something really wrong. It happens 6 months, 9 months, 18 months from now, and it's caused by the guy who topped it off, who overcharged it. If they did it in the cool part of the year and overcharge it, they'll get away with it. When several months later, when summer rolls around, you got 100-degree temperatures, that's when the compressor can't take that overcharge anymore. So do your research, look up compressors, and start learning the systems, because these are going to be the new jobs coming into your shop. All right, see you guys.